Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Broncos offense comes on the field first today. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better. Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Now it's second down here. And now they'll run it on the draw. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So NC State's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Looking to pass here. And it's incomplete. A little first down trickery doesn't work that time. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Fields. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. With that miss, no change in the score. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. First and 10 play coming up. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Cruz. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. The Broncos come to the line in a hurry-up. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And it's broken up there. Great play, a fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker. The completion sets up a second down play. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Grab behind the line. It's Burns. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Fields. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the Broncos are looking to keep this drive going.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, that one's picked off.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
It's a great catch on the sideline. What an effort to stay in bounds. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking downfield. It's sharp. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Trying to run it. It's Burns. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around a defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. Cannot make contact with a kicker like that. Costly special teams penalty gets the offense back on the field. He hands it off from the gun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. 7th play of the drive coming up. looks right for a quick completion. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Dropping back, it's Sharp. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, NC State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And they'll use the ground game here. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And he pulls in the catch. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38. There's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Fires it on the move. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Grab behind the line. It's Cruz.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. The Broncos looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Makes a quick grab. Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. When he's got some space here. And the returner is brought down to wrap up the 1st quarter of play. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to scramble to his left. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Broncos will have 1st and 10 here. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Morton. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Broncos keep the football on the move. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
It's caught. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, BSU. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, yeah, I just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back. It's Sharp. The tight end has got it. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there. Big versus big. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
No, kick it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Second down play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. And the Broncos will come to the line to run the hurry up. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Oof. The risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down. But what will be the play call?
They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. The Broncos churn out another first down. Looking to throw it on first down. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Broncos lining up here on 1st and 10. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Broncos are in the red zone. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Throw to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
On the run, he'll let it go. Touchdown, Boise State. This offense really clicking. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he threw it. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Here's the second down play. Scanning the field. It's sharp. He'll take a deep shot. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll tackle him for a small gain. Needed a lot more on 3rd and long. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They're going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half?
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Back to throw. It's sharp. Receiver makes the catch. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And the Broncos will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Caught in the backfield. It's Fields. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Handing off on the draw play. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the coverage team pens him in and brings him down. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? First down here for this offense. And now they run the draw play. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert, Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Second down after that completion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught near the goal line. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. The Broncos trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, BSU. To stretch the lead, the route is on. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. That run sets up a critical third down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back grabs it on the screen. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throw.
Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Boise State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.